Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share with you how to create an eye-catching photo of a sunrise that will guide the viewer directly to the subject, and how to add dimension and contrast locally and keep the image as natural as possible. I believe that each photo is like a painting. It's a work of art and it's supposed to move some feelings and deliver some message. Every photographer processes sunrise differently, and there is no right or wrong way. It only depends on your creativity and how you see the final result. Sunrise photos are cliché photos. They are all over the internet and all the photographers shoot them despite they know that there are tons of them. But those cliché photos, they give you this inner satisfaction, and the process of shooting them is very exciting and relaxing at the same time. So let's analyze this image and decide what we are going to do with it. The first things that I see, it's cropped. Looks flat with no contrast, the colors and temperature are acceptable, and there are some sensor dust. We are going to fix those issues. But those things will not be enough, I think. We have to define the main subject and lead the eye towards it. The main subject in this image is the vibrant colors of the sunrise, then the warm highlights in the water and the clouds in the sky, then the rocks on the beach. So we have to lead the viewer's eyes to go from the rocks towards the water, then towards the vibrant sunrise, then the clouds. So let's get started. The first thing I usually do before any processing is the lens correction. So go to Lens Correction tab and click on Lens Correction. Then I straighten the image by dragging the Align tool on the horizon. For this kind of images, I prefer to assign Adobe Landscape Profile. It will boost the colors and the contrast. In Basic tab, I decrease the highlights all the way down till -89, but did not touch the shadows, as it will make the image look HDR-ish. I will deal with the shadows in another way later. Then increase the whites till 57 and decrease the blacks to -11. And here the magic begins, the graduated and circular filters. The first filter that I added is the graduated filter on the sky. I decreased the exposure to -1.18, then boosted the contrast to 29, and decreased the highlights to -51. The second graduated filter I added to the rocks. With minus shadows to 13, increase the texture to 39, clarity to 19, and sharpness to 44. Then I added a radial filter containing the rocks and the water. Increase the exposure to 0.66. The highlights to 13, and boosted the shadows till 39 and the sharpness till 29. Then I added 3 radial filters with increased exposure on some rocks on the foreground. In Details tab, I applied sharpening and noise removal. It's very important to apply masking to remove the sharpening effect from the sky and from the shadows. It's done by dragging the masking slider while holding Alt. After that, I removed the sensor dust using spot removal tool. In Effects tab, added very slight vignette and decreased the highlight slider to protect the highlights. But after reviewing the image, I decided to add some warmth to the radial filters to make the rocks and the water look warmer. And also I increased the highlights in the main radial filter. In the final touches, I decided to add some more contrast and lights. So I opened the Curve tab and boosted the lights to 12, decreased the highlights to -43, decreased the darks to 16, and decreased the shadows to 21. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Please kindly support my channel by liking and subscribing. Wish you all the best.